Hello, and welcome to this Miklix video where I'm going to show you how to defeat the boss called Messmer the Impaler in Shadowkeep in Elden Ring. As you probably know, bosses in Elden Ring are divided into 3 tiers. From lowest to highest, field bosses, greater enemy bosses, and finally demigods and legends. Messmer the Impaler is in the highest tier, demigods, and is the end boss of the Shadowkeep. He is a mandatory boss in the sense that he must be defeated in order to progress the main story of the Shadow of the Erdtree expansion. So I finally made it to the end of the Shadowkeep after what seemed like an eternity of exploring the castle. It's certainly not because I got horribly lost, it's more a matter of, okay, I got horribly lost. But no matter, I finally found myself standing in front of the fog gate, the last thing between me and the boss' horrible demise. I had Horn Scent available to summon in this fight and I chose to do so. As I have mentioned in some previous videos, I rarely summon NPCs in the base game, but since I often felt like I missed part of their story by not including them, I have decided to summon them when they are available in the expansion. Apparently, Sword Hand of Night Jolin can also be available to summon, but that requires progressing, but not completing, Count Ymir's questline, and I hadn't done that at this point, so I only had Horn Scent available. And of course, my usual sidekick, Black Knife Tish. Messmer the Impaler is a fast and agile boss with many fire-based attacks. Once he gets to around half health, he will transform into another form and be known as Base Serpent Messmer instead. In this form, he will sometimes summon a huge snake that really likes to bite people and swallow them whole, so watch out for that. To be fair, this snake is far less annoying than another large snake I faced in the base game, but still, I don't know what it is with these bosses playing with snakes just to scare me or something. I have a pet snake in real life, so if they really wanted to creep me out they should summon spiders instead or something. If you've watched any of my recent videos, you may notice that I've switched weapons in this one. I've been using the Hand of Millennia Katana as my main hand since I defeated Millennia as the last boss in the base game, but it occurred to me that I rarely used its special weapon art because it was a lot less formidable than Millennia's version of it. Therefore, I have decided to switch to Rivers of Blood instead and focus more on the innate blood loss-induced quality of the katanas I'm dual-wielding anyway. That actually seems to work quite well, as I managed to take off a huge chunk of the boss health at least once with that approach. I overall found this boss to be a fun and reasonably challenging fight. It did take me a few attempts, but I have faced far more difficult bosses in this game at this point. Your mileage may vary though, some bosses that I personally find very difficult are generally considered easy, so I suppose it depends on build and playstyle. And now for the usual boring details about my character. I play as a mostly dexterity build. My melee weapons are the Rivers of Blood and the Uchigatana with keen affinity. I was level 210 in Scadutree Blessing 13 when this video was recorded, which I think is reasonable for this boss. I'm always looking for the sweet spot where it's not mind-numbing easy mode, but also not so difficult that I will be stuck on the same boss for hours. Anyway, this is the end of this Messmer the Impaler video. Thanks for watching. Check out the YouTube channel or Miklix.com for more videos. You could even consider being completely awesome by liking and subscribing. Until next time, have fun and happy gaming!